them at some point.
Yeah.
So it's in a matter of time until I get those skills, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's just the skills, man.
Yeah, it's
That comes
all what it
first.
is.
It's a non-dick.
I think there is a long here.
I know I'm not as close as I think. I just want to like stick the fucking.
Not anymore.
Let me fucking just feel this frustration for a minute.
Fat Cat's feeling frustrated, apparently.
Oh, why?
Not really that frustrated.
I think it's just a price action.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's pretty clear with my system, but the way he does it seems very
Intensive. Like, it's very,
and unpredictable almost, because you're always looking for patterns, but they always shift, you know?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew that he was a short here. And the thing is, I think they want to push it a little bit further. Let's see. No, they don't. Once type we came here, but that's not good enough. Now it's confirmed that it's short bias. I mean, not yet.
Well, I ran out of
Yeah,
time.
you know what? I'm
Chat
gonna end my
GPT,
sessions
so
here.
that's
It's a bit
fine.
frustrating.
All right, well,
But at the same time, I'm very proud. It's
we'll
frustrating
move
because
on.
like I have two beautiful trades,
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't hold them, and
Here, I'll
that's
give you
why
the
I'm
fucking
frustrated.
code.
It's about performance, you know.
Somehow, I don't know how, but here.
It's not very about the PNL.
Yeah.
It's very about just like if
Because it's on
I
another computer. I gotta like
correctly
move
took
it.
those two scalps, and I made the difference between micro scalps and scalps now.
Yeah, that's a good idea to differentiate between those two.
um, because on micro scalps, I'm not willing to take a full stop. Rather on scalps, I'm willing to take a full stop
I
on
had
it.
to put something called
So
Tesseract
in
on
order
the
to make
fucking
it
computer. I don't know
work,
what
I
the
need
fuck
to
that
hold
is.
them longer, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't have the skill set right now, so. All right, so that's gonna be done for today. Because I think today, if I hold those two trade, I think I could be up like 400 easily.
Mm-hmm.
But the PNL is a reflection of my skills, so.
Yeah, man. As long as you identify it, like, it's the most
Yeah,
important part.
yeah. I think like I end up green on the day only because like I nailed the other stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's to make the difference between like a small PNL and big PNL. It's like, am I gonna get good enough to identify those big trade and actually hold them correctly?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask my file for the boys. Yeah, we do have a Discord here, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We call it La Small Cat of Wall
The
Street.
small cat of Wall Street. That's awesome. That's fucking funny.
And then, yeah, we used to talk a lot
I
of
don't
it.
like how
And
you
we
run
like Matt
stuff
had
and shit.
these sessions now where he can share some of the workout stuff.
I don't even know. I just posted it in private.
All right.
Hello, guys.
There.
Hey, what's up,
Up,
Miller?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
All right.
Have you traded?
I
Not
just
yet.
finished.
That's when I posted in there.
Not
I
yet?
was like,
Okay.
shit.
I just watched Yuki
That's
trade
kinda
for a
what
bit.
you get.
How he did?
I think you did good. Did you do good, Lucky Yuki? Did you do good?
private
What do you
chat.
think?
I did okay. Like I'm a bit
Just take a
frustrated
note.
because like I could have two
Actually, here. I'll
two
put it on
beautiful trade, which I didn't hold them enough.
Okay.
Apparently that's.
But other than that, I nailed everything else, so that's
They
fine.
wanted me to save it
Nice.
as some file.
Yeah, it's like catching those big trade. It's not big, but catching those very good momentum trade is. I keep saying them and I keep entering them, but I don't hold them enough. That's that's a new skill set to learn, but little by little, you know.
Watch and click.
Nice, dude, nice.
Seven trade, yeah.
Here.
Okay, I'm gonna to be in dojo. Maybe later I'm gonna be here and see you running trading.
Yeah, no worries.
Yuki
Man.
coach. Okay,
Are you gonna trade Miro today?
I'm done.
Wait, you're done?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you would come. Like, I could see you trade a little bit.
Well, I don't know where the fuck it is in the
Man,
fucking
you were
Discord.
muted, so I thought you were not here. So I traded for 5 minutes, I think, and I'm done.
All right.
There it is.
Yeah.
How did it went?
I mean, this was the best day yet in this account.
No shit, really?
Yeah, man.
How many trade and how many profit did you make?
6 trades.
You can tell me how
wait,
fucked up it
6
is.
Wait,
I'm
what?
trades.
interested
You made 6 trade out
to
of
know,
5
like-
minutes?
Yes.
Fucking beast.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah.
Will it even
The
fucking work?
setups
But
were
it wanted
there,
me to-
so we're just
Yeah.
taking them, dude.
Yeah,
um,
Good shit.
yeah. I mean, 4 out of 6 were profitable, but the ones that were profitable were twice as big as the ones that were not profitable.
Nice.
So yeah, real curious session today.
How much did you make today, you saw?
300.
Nice. Yeah, that's good,
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I was like, what? 300? 5 minutes? What? but yeah, man. I didn't have doubts. Like I was just executing. As soon as I watched the setup, I was executing. If the setup didn't work, I was cutting the trade
Yeah.
sooner. So yeah, that helped a lot, man. Like being like a real scalper, like just getting in, getting out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the
Absolutely.
same to get up for my one loss of the day. And
Yeah,
it's very like satisfying almost. Like,
absolutely, absolutely, yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, when you cut your losses like soon, you
yeah.
first have more room to breathe. Like you can, like be around a little bit more, and also when you win, like you can be break even if you are red on the day, like faster, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, absolutely wonderful.
And how did you felt at the end of the sessions? Like, did you feel like a little bit urge or scarcity or something at the end?
No,
But
that was like the cool thing about today, like because
nice.
I hit the 200.
Yeah.
And you know that I like to stop around there.
Yeah, definitely.
But I was like, okay, don't think about your 200. Just think about the next good trade.
Yeah, that's good.
And
I think
yeah,
the
man,
hypnosis is working so far.
absolutely. Yeah, the work with you and the work with Backcat absolutely has paid dividends. About
Nice.
not being like so scared to actually like push a little bit more.
Yeah, and he told me yesterday, like you hit your target, and he's like, you were like, okay, I'm done. I can't be around anymore. I need to go. I need to go.
Yeah. I remember that. Man, I was so scared about that. But yeah, I'm little by little, I'm fixing
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, that's a bigger win than just having your biggest PNL
Absolutely.
today.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, Yuki. Absolutely. So, yeah, man, like progress is on the way. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
very
nice, man.
very happy with that.
Good job, mate.
Yeah, thank you, Yuki.
Chronic, are you gonna wait for Fat Cat to trade with him? So
I think I am, but after listening to him in dojo, he is not having a good day. He is
Oh, really?
I can hear it in his voice. He's just pissed off. I don't think
Really?
it's trading. I think he's trying to get this code shit to work, and he is not the kind of guy who does that sort of shit. And it's fucking with his head a little bit, and he's pissed.
yeah,
Yeah.
If
So,
if you want to trade, I can be around for you, Chronic. So
yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah,
you're gonna get crushed by AFC.
yeah,
Not
exactly. Fuck. Yeah, so stick around, DP. I might need to lean on you, buddy.
yeah, no worries, bro. Damn.
Fucking funny. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna do the same.
Just slowing your breathing down. Disconnecting from the markets, being in nature. Just slowing down. Feeling the wind, hearing the thunderstorm of abundance billowing in the background. A storm of change is upon you. A storm of consistently profitable trading is on its way. Imagining what Yuki told you, how you're able to take $200 hits with micro. That is impressive. Sizing will come in due time, much like the thunder in the distance. The storm of big trading and big money is right on the horizon. All you need is some patience. Now is the time to become the trader you must be. Relaxing, letting the drops of rain wash away tension. Breathing in through the nose.
Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna start looking at this higher time frame shit.
Pressure built to your body. Feeling your mind hitting to a
Hey, I'm back.
What's up?
Yeah, maybe I can push my sessions if you and me are trading.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think that's a horrible idea. Just like Fat Cat said, I think it is important that you let me develop my own ideas.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause
definitely.
as much as I wish this was 50-50 team trading, I know it's your job is to be here as a coach, which isn't a bad thing. I love that you're here for a coach. And one day I do expect you to be a trader and we can fucking bounce ideas and shit.
Yeah.
But sometimes it definitely does influence me. Even with Fat Cat, you know. Like you and me
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
about it yesterday, where he'll have a bias that goes against my bias, and it just prevents me. It freezes me. I'm frozen. I can't place any trades because
Yeah.
he's got
Yeah,
one
no,
bias, you know.
no worries, man.
But
I
but
think
at the
I'm
same
gonna.
time, it's important you talk. Like I love talking with you. It makes my sessions a lot easier.
That's nice.
Yeah, yeah. You my little buddy. You my little
Maybe,
buddy.
yeah. Let's go.
All right. So I'm gonna start talking through some of the higher time frame shit. Let me share my screen.
Yeah.
And you won't be able to see the shit I'm talking about. There's a decent range on the 30-minute, and we're kind of at the midpoint of it. 30-second, it looks like we had a pretty gnarly range overnight. Yeah, like a crazy overnight range. We broke down, and now we've been printing these little 30-second ranges all day. This one here. This one here. And now we're kind of in this weird larger range almost.
I'll be back.
Yeah, you good. Almost looks like a triple stack, so I need caution on long trades. I just gotta play defensively.
What if you could imagine the account hitting profit targets? Imagine the day of celebration when you finally funded. Imagine the conversations you'll have about keeping accounts alive. Imagine the wisdom you will share with Fat Cat's YouTube channel about survivability. You'll be so proud of how much it floundered and how you finally moonshot out of the sideways equity. This is the step between consistently losing and being consistently profitable.
Alright, so start marking out my reclaims.
Seeing the holographic
Claim there.
images of all the traders around you. They are all enduring the same thing or have endured it. This is part of it. You've chosen this path because it's difficult to.
10 second.
I was obsessed with dominating, figuring out this
All right.
Alright, we're taking back reclaim here.
you enjoy it not for the money, but for the challenge.
Wonder if a range expanding kinda looks like what we're doing.
So tell me when you have a trade idea, and tell me when you trade.
Sure. It's not really an idea, but an observation is it looks like we're expanding into a 10-second range.
Understanding that you need at least
We're kind of breaking the bottom of it right now.
this is what keeps you alive. You know that survivability is the most important thing.
This dump could have balls. It could just fucking dump all the way down
Surviving
through this reclaim.
conservative trades. Or stacking the
Alright, looks like we defended it.
You are picking up nickels in front of a steamroller because it works. You know you are faster than the steamroller. You felt the wrath of the steamroller, the disgust of it.
So what's important to me is we came up and tested 47 and then we rejected off of it. I think we need to break above 47s in order for me to have a long bias. So for the time being, it's short.
Yeah.
There's just nothing setting up really.
It's the smell of a rotting dead animal.
Do you have a read on the higher time frame?
It tears you
On the 10-second, I definitely do. On the 30-second, it's a little bit more tricky.
Yeah. And no worries. No, you are focusing on
Mhm.
conservative clear scalps. No,
Yeah, exactly.
so you don't need to have like a big picture idea or anything. You just need to have some sort of clarity when you trade.
coming back to nature, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, coming back into this field. aggression and unleash it in the right moments. Only on trades that are completely clear to you. And if you are stopped out, it's only on good trades. It does not mess with you. In fact, what if you could?
So it looks like we just smoked that reclaim. I think I had a good read on that. What was that? That 47 reject.
Seeing the day of celebration. Slowing down time.
Yeah, now it's pretty hard because we're just puking, so there is not much stuff to say.
Yeah, Pukesville.
Realizing how many days had hit a stop. How many stops you've taken on this account. Realizing that it doesn't matter. Knowing that
Alright, there's a low day break.
right out of it. Knowing that
What's the 30-minute look like?
finding confidence in your ability to get out of it once you have
So 30-minute, we have a lot of reclaim below us.
becoming completely desensitized, feeling the thunderstorm in the
This thing could just keep puking down theoretically.
inside of your chest. You are a proactive
I won't let that be my bias, but it could certainly do that.
You are the next
I mean, you don't like if you are 100% clear about this bias, it's fine. But if you are not really sure, you don't especially need a bias since you
Exactly,
are
yeah.
scalping, and you are or you're gonna just search for scalps, So
Mhm.
but finding gratitude within it, knowing that this is your rite of passage, and that is what makes this so enjoyable for you. You enjoy how difficult it is. You enjoy being put in positions that would cause other traders to crumble, keeping your shit together. You are a professional trader. You are starting to realize what this really is about. You are having an awakening, as if you are going into your first psychedelic trip as a trader. You are having a deep awakening of who you are, what this really is. You are a professional trader. And now you understand. Take this moment to slow the fire down. Coming back in feels for you. Hearing the wind, feeling the drops of rain touching your skin. There is a new holographic trader standing in front of you. It is the future version of yourself. This is the seven-figure chronic.
yeah, it's very tweaky here.
Imagine what he looks like.
Yeah, it's kind of set up a slip range here.
Closed, you two start to talk telepathically. This version of yourself has been trying to tell you.
This could be setting up for a second leg
Which side?
to the short side.
To share a message with you. Now,
Where's the bottom of the range? Yeah, bottom of the range is at 600. 30 points away. Not that we'll definitely test that, but it does signify that there could be more downside.
feeling this love is a marriage between yourself knowing what this
I don't really want to short here because it's kind of curving up and there's liquidity below us now. You might want to test the reclaim above first.
it's about becoming the best version of yourself.
There's the reclaim test. I'm going to try shorten it.
Being the model
31 half.
being the best version of yourself.
I'm going to mark it out of that. I just don't like how it's hovering up there.
Yeah, I think it was a good cut.
These aspects will
Uh,
what side of the trading.
Alright, let's tag that one real quick.
yeah, take your time. Do you feel anything about this one?
Not really. I think just on the technical side, I was a little early. Like
Yeah.
I think it would have been a good idea to wait for that one more retest, but that could also be hindsight.
I mean, most of the time you like the V flush stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And here you kind of enter at the bottom of the micro range.
Oh, true. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know?
Yeah.
And then afterwards we have the V flush stuff, you know, but no worries, it's not big a deal, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna call that a good exit. I think my entry was maybe a little late.
Feeling the relaxation as you breathe out. Breathe in, taking in new energy through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth. Feeling relaxation. Closing your eyes.
I did think I had clarity there, and to be fair, it did play out. I was just my timing was off a little bit.
Yeah, I think for me you enter a little bit early, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's really depending, and when you enter early, it's really depending on your management afterwards and your trade expectations, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Feeling the cool air flowing across your body. Seeing all the traders around you in a ghost form.
Nice. So my idea of taking out that liquidity did come to fruition.
All in a peaceful pose. As if they are meditating.
Now we've got a little bit up here.
Everyone is sitting around like the Blue Angels. Coming to a place of visual rehearsals. Way Blue Angels flies. Top performance. Mistakes can be catastrophic. You're starting to realize how important coming here is. Understanding how visualizing
On the 10-second chart, this all kind of looks like liquidity. One big area of liquidity.
looking at the things you
Yeah. But now we kind of print a reclaim in between,
Yeah.
so let's see.
Yeah, if I were to want to go long through this, it would have to show some pretty considerable signs of strength. Right, now we just printed a big chunk there. Alright, we took this chunk. I might want to trade into the next one. Give a shimmy back, maybe. I'm gonna try it. 27 long. Took a stop there.
Yeah, I think you should wait for a little pullback at least, you know?
Yeah,
To
that's
make sure
probably
that
fair.
to make sure that, you know, we just print an upside reclaim.
Sure. Yeah, I'll mark that one.
Koenig,
What's up, buddy?
uh, do you accept a tip
What's that?
or do you accept a comment about your trading?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, do you accept a what's over there? Yeah, a tip, a comment about your
Oh yeah,
trading
yeah,
from
yeah.
me?
What's up?
Okay. Um, I mean, like, why didn't you re-enter the previous short that you took?
Um, Trading with Fat Cat has essentially led me to believe that I can't re-enter on trades, which he wouldn't agree with that. If I see Fat Cat's alt in here, he might not agree with that. He's never told me not to re-enter trades. I just know that I have a pattern where if I'm trading too quick, it's
Mm-hmm.
usually a bad thing. There's something bad going on psychologically. So I would
Okay.
rather watch the trade go on without me than re-enter.
Okay, but I mean, that trade was super A plus, brother. I mean, that
Mhm.
short was actually super good. And I mean, it's not an immediate re-enter, but you can see like uh what's that? Like 1 minute after or something? Like prior to that spike to the downside.
Yeah.
You still
Hello.
I mean, yeah, but he took a short.
Oh, he's talking. I need to get into the other room.
Miller, if he's not seeing, look, I know it might be A plus for you, but if he's not seeing it, if he's not like, if he really saw that it was really good, he would be getting into it, and he's not seeing
I
something's going on. Does that make
I
sense or no?
respectfully doubt it.
Why do you think it's A plus?
I mean, I'm assuming that he took that short and that he was seeing the partner, he was seeing the setup, and
Chronic, was that A
he
plus to
he
you?
I'm really proud that I called it and that I had a good pulse read. Um, it's the only reason I would say it's not A plus is because it's a little outside of my comfort zone. But I want this kind of trading to be inside my comfort zone. Like I feel uncomfortable, and that's probably why I jumped out of the trade so fast. It's just outside of my comfort zone, which is
Miller,
psychological. I need to change that about myself. I want to be able to swing at trades like this.
Miller, do you want to explain why it's A plus?
you have confirmation to the downside. Like, I mean, I would say, or I confidence say with confidence say that because chronic, me and chronic trade are pretty like similar. And before, I mean, in the entry point, he didn't have like full confirmation from the price action, but he actually like put the range, and the price action respected the range. So I thought when I was watching chronic trading that he was about to re-enter because the price action did exactly what he was calling out. So yeah, my question was why not to re-enter? Because
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a good point. I'm very, very bad at picking up on
He,
confirmation.
we
Like
did, we
for
talked
me,
about him having. He shouldn't be taking 2 tries on a trade
if
because
I
he gets into trouble.
if I cut this part of the trade off, and this is all I see, if let's pretend this is the hard right edge, this doesn't look like confirmation to me. It looks like invalidation. It looks like I'm wrong.
yeah, I agree with that.
And then
Go a little bit more to the right. Okay, that is starting to look like confirmation. That is confirmation, I
yeah,
would say. I
and
was expecting you to enter right there. Went a little bit to the outside. Right there, I was expecting you to enter.
sure.
Yeah,
I think I'm just a
somewhere
little
around.
too timid. I'm too timid to enter here, and I need
You
to be
gotta
more aggressive.
understand, him taking 2 tries is not usually a good thing. He gets like I
Okay.
told him, do not reattempt. It either works the first time or you're done with it.
Hmm.
Because anytime he
Okay.
tries multiple tries, he always is getting in trouble.
Okay. Okay. I understand.
Every
Okay.
time.
Yes.
Every
Just an
single fucking time.
observation.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if it's A plus and he's not seeing something, but
Yeah,
half of an A
yeah.
plus trade is you just being fucking confident in the fucking thing. And if he's not confident in himself, it ain't gonna be A plus.
Mm-hmm.
If he's timid or scared about something, it's not A plus. Yeah, the price action could be A plus, but if he's not feeling it on the inside, that's a
Mm.
problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good way to
absolutely,
put it.
100% agree with that. And yeah, I actually agree. I just a comment, Chronic. I mean, no, I just don't want to interfere more. And just a little bit before I mute myself, in the second trade, the idea was spectacular. It played out later, like you can see there.
Yeah.
The problem is that you are not letting the price action to retrace enough. I mean, maybe this is something that it's different from your trading system. But when I was reviewing with Yuki, I came to the realization that in something like that, when the move is very fast, you only have two available like ways.
Mm-hmm.
Or you wait for a blue, which is a micro range that is like it is not retracing the price action. Like you have to wait for a perfect looking rectangular, like a micro range, and then you can go to the long side.
Yeah.
That's one. Or the other is that you let the price action retrace enough until the price action finds a support, a resistance level, and then the price action goes again to the upside. Like you can see when you are stopped out, you see the micro range that is putting down there.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's your confirmation for the long side because the price action, quote unquote, is no longer willing to take the lower reclaims.
See, and that's something I need to change my mindset because that looks like invalidation. Like it looks like I'm wrong right here. You know,
Okay. Yeah, that's different from my system because
it's my
that for me,
mindset. It looks like
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
failed and it's invalidating and it's gonna puke lower. Like I'd be looking to short. I'd probably get short right here,
Oof,
and that's
I
where
would be super longish here.
that's where my re-entry stuff is because flip
Okay.
hitting is stupid. I rarely ever do that. But the point is, if I'm trading too quick, I'm not thinking.
Okay. Okay.
And
Yes.
there
Yes.
is a version of me, there is a past version of Chronic who would have gotten short right here, and boom, he would have got blown the fuck out, you know?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I understand it. Okay. Okay. I understand.
So
Okay.
you
Yeah. I mean.
telling me this is helping me because it's telling me I need to pay more attention. I need to change my brain wiring. I need to look for confirmation, you know? Just cause it put in a spiky move like this doesn't mean that I'm wrong. It just means I was
Exactly.
way too early and I need to wait for
Exactly.
confirmation.
Yeah. That's my point. No better words to put my thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly, mate. Yeah. I mean. Okay. I'm gonna mute me.
No, you're good, dude. I appreciate it.
Imagine the conversations. It's like they're arranging. Keeping accounts alive. Imagine the wisdom you will share. Fat Cat's YouTube channel about survivability.
Sorry, Kat. I didn't see you join the channel. I would have joined a long time
So
ago.
proud of how No, I wanted to listen to what you guys had to say. how you finally got out of the sideways equity group. This is Like I need to listen to Yuki try to coach you. I need to
Mhm.
see where where things go wrong, where things go right. Sellers are stepping the fuck in. Images of all the traders around you. They're all enduring the same thing or have endured it. This is part of it. Picked up a point or a fucking tick short. God damn it, Tarukin, you're gonna fucking knock over every fucking glass on the floor the moment I put a glass on the floor. Son of a bitch. Not for the money, but for the challenge. You have great satisfaction in being able to do something so difficult. And as you get better, doing it with ease. Being content with scaling down.
All right, so I like that we're respecting this range. We still are short bias for the time being. Because there's still that they haven't tested that reclaim above us.
Well, also the sellers are putting in a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. Let's see if the buyers can dig in or if they give up. The buyers are trying. They just gave up a bit.
You are picking up nickels in front of a steamroller because it works. You know you are faster than the steamroller.
Down to 20s.
You felt the wrath of the steamroller. It disgusted you.
Trying. Picked up 5. Those are short side. There's fucking edge with this power meter. I'm fucking telling you guys. This is why I need to get this to work. What breed is my cat? Fucking asshole.
That's fucking funny.
They're mutts. My cats are just fucking mutts. He was found under a fucking shed or some shitter, and the other one was found in a dumpster. I don't know. The black one is 20 pounds.
Phew.
The gray one is 14, but it's like they're fluffy too.
Let me try a short here. It's already gone. I'm gonna pull that.
Hold on. The buyers are digging in. Let's see if they fucking give up. You got this fucking reclaim above us.
Yeah, there's a couple of reclaims I'm looking at.
Do you, somebody gave me the Gex level.
Tony, could you please watch the prop waste messages?
Sure. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I agree with that. Especially since we just broke above this range and we seem to be accepting
Tell
above
Miller
it.
he can coach you. Miller can coach you.
Yeah, I need it, dude. I need coaching
Well,
on edge.
tell Miller he can talk to you on the voice. Oh,
Yeah.
he can hear me.
Yeah,
Miller,
I mean,
just talk to him on the voice.
So I can handle it,
I
man.
mean-
I'm good at multitasking.
yes.
It doesn't bother me.
Okay.
There's
I mean, I
gonna
just
be a
don't
little
want
calm
to-
chatter. It's
I
okay.
just don't want to go over Yuki and his role.
No. you
No,
can
no,
do it.
that's good, man. If you have something to share, we need to develop teamworks anyway, so that's a good thing.
Okay. So yeah, what I was like trying to explain is after like reviewing like a lot, I came to notice that pattern, which is a counter trend move. I call it like that. It is just exactly. You put a range, exactly, and then you go to the upside. Exactly.
Mhm.
Perfect. The reason why I think that works, it is basically because the range or the micro range, at least I understand it that way, is putting support and resistance. So is where the price action face restriction. The price action is not anymore allowed to keep going in the previous move. Like if the price action was going like with violence to the downside and it faces a range after that,
Mhm.
that means that we probably no longer are going to keep going to the downside. And we rather start taking the reclaims the price action left to the upside.
Yeah.
And what it is, or what it's the confirmation for a possible entry long, at least for me, it is when you see in the micro range, we are rejecting the little reclaims. So we are putting higher lows. You see? Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Exactly. So when you see something like that, at least in how I view things, you can try alone.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean it's going to work because but basically it's at least for me it's a high probabilistic trade.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean in hindsight it worked. Sometimes it doesn't. Like, but
Yeah.
this one was good one
I
to
was looking at
try.
this thinking I really want to go long here, but I can't explain
Mhm.
why, and therefore I'm not going to.
Okay.
And now you've just kind of explained to me why I was feeling that way. And
That's
next
good.
time, hopefully, I can explain it.
Hopefully, yeah, absolutely, man. Okay, that was all.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't use the. They were coaching, so I had to be quiet. But yeah, I don't use the Gex. Somebody gave them to me. I thought they were interesting, but for the way I trade, I just feel like those levels are too far apart. And I don't know. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But apparently, you don't look at it. I don't know. There's a lot of conflicting advice on it. But somebody coded shit up and let me try it. Their channel in here. But notice that channel wicked out the top really hard, which is interesting.
Yeah, I'm tempted to long the bottom of this channel here, but it's just kind of hovering too hard.
Don't do that.
See it loosen up a bit first.
Don't. You're getting impatient. Let's wait.
Take a mental long here, 25, 50.
Because this channel looks like does not look like the usual culprit.
Mm-hmm.
It has a different vibe to it. See how it would be failing on you a little bit?
Yeah.
The order flow is like, they're not. It's dead. We got dead. They're neither side's fighting each other. Right here. So I'm gonna make it white.
Oh, are you sharing, Cat?
The order flow?
No, the chart book.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me switch over to that.
Oh, they're gonna go right through the dead section. But are they willing to fight?
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
piss
they're
real
not.
quick. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can script if you want, but Zero DT has merit if the exposure is high on a given day. It's useful for direction plays only. Use I find 4 to 0 day options game. Well, I'm trying to get this fucking code to work on this power meter because I think they wash trade, and the way I'm doing it is has edge. You can see when they give up. Like basically, I think order flows back on the menu. It's just done differently. Because I've watched the individual tape, and most of the orders that come in are taking one tick wins, losses, break evens, shit like that. So what I'm doing is just watching, because I've watched the individual tapes. I've had a big lecture on it multiple times. And fighters are digging in.
All right, I'm back.
Asses kicked.
Hey.
So half of the order flow, because it's being hidden, they're hiding what they're doing. They spoof, they reload aggressively. They're hiding what they're doing, and most of the market orders coming in are already flat because they're scrounging up ticks. If HFTs own most of the volume, then what does an HFT do? They pick up pennies. So if you can if you can just get rid of those old orders that are hypothetically flat, you can see roughly.
What do you think about the current situations, Craig?
I'm kind of confused. It kind of looks like they're range
Don't
expanding.
trade then. Just hang
Yeah.
out. That's all you need to do is just hang out.
All right, so let's be patient then.
Mm-hmm.
Trading is doing nothing, followed by a brief moment of doing something. They're fighting each other here. The whole fucking tape is gone. They're actively battling each other.
Seeing all the traders around you in a ghost form.
I guess I can show you guys what I'm talking about.
All in a peaceful pose, as if they are meditating with you. Everyone is sitting around like the Blue Angels, coming to a place of visual rehearsals.
So from left to right, it's 5 lot, 4 lot, 3,
Top
2,
performance.
1. Left to right.
Mistakes can
Okay.
be catastrophic.
So every time it's even, that's I know they're out. Like, see how I keep manually clearing that? I know that those orders are most likely flat. Now, some of this is old, so I need to reset all of it. And the moment I see them go in the middle, they're probably flat. Which I'm doing this by hand, which is an absolute shit show. Notice how there's like no red. There's not much movement. I think. See, they're just fighting each other right now. So these are all these orders are flat, like, and I think they're generating artificial volume. See, it's not really doing one way or the other. You get some selling coming in, and then the buyers come in. There's always a wave.
Seeing the price bars ripping up off of a range, coming right back down, knowing that is not your trade.
They're just fighting each other. This reclaim might go up. The problem is my hands are all over these fucking controls. I can't trade it.
You've accomplished so much. Large amounts of achievements are not reflected in P&L.
They may. Let's see if the buyers step in.
P&L is simply the output of a lot
Buyers
of
are not
small
stepping in
achievements.
yet. See, it's dead here. It's probably going to
This is
continue
stacking
low. We'll see.
everything else.
There's too many contracts now.
Coming back into
But I don't
this
have enough
feels
context at the same time.
with
My
thunder
guess is it going to hit that
systems.
liquidity at 25s. If
Hearing the crickets.
see now the sellers aren't digging in, so it's going to pop up, and that's what happened. But I'm trying to concentrate.
Feeling the wind blowing on your
There's moments where it's like this is what's going to happen, and then it doesn't react, and then
seeing the holographic images of all the other traders tapping into a place of deep gratitude.
well, there they go. They hit it, but sellers are just not very strong about it. They're kind of sucking. And it's like the pacing of how aggressive is these things pushing up.
This has been broken.
They're fighting each other. It's relatively even, so
You are happy. What if you could imagine all
Sellers are digging in. Buyers seem to be giving up a little bit.
Much like this.
I think sellers got it right here.
Seeing how possible
We'll
that
see.
is. Finding a moment of gratitude in your own
See this, I'm not making my case in point very solid. But there's also a reason I'm not taking this fucking trade, because I don't really. I'm looking at
yourself
the
making
actual chart.
hundreds of thousands of dollars in trading.
Well, like I need a. There's these brief moments where it's pretty clear what they're doing.
You know what it tastes like.
There it goes back in. So
Finding gratitude in the trading environments.
neither fucking side is. We need to get rid of all of them. Because once it gets up to a couple of hundred, it's kind of like gets stale. And I'm trying to focus on just this fucking stupid video game of clicking the button, which really takes the focus away. It's loose as shit here. Neither side is really.
It's how important
Buyers are definitely. Buyers have been pretty aggressive about a lot of it. They may actually see if they give up here. No, they might actually pop it a little bit. Oh, they're giving in a little bit.
disconnecting
They're still inching it.
from the market.
There they go. What's interesting is because like when the buyers are, there'll be times where like the seller, like it'll go down and it's being bought most of the way down.
Alright, we took that liquidity out. It still looks like a pretty solid range down here.
Don't be impatient with it.
No, I don't want to play the entire range. I just want the micro ranges.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of a bigger range, and this is probably
You
one of the
gain back
worst
some clarity
fucking
here?
locations.
I think I am gaining a little bit of clarity here with this range that we're playing in, but I need micro shit to line up first. And it's not right now.
Yeah,
It's
of
a little
course.
it's a little too loose for me to want to get in.
That is impressive. Sizing will come in due time, much like the thunder in the distance.
Buyers are
Big trading liquidity is right up.
Buyers gave up right here. So I'm gonna go back to this. So you just see the pacing kind of like dies. Now they're kicking in. It's interesting because there'll be this point where they give up and then they push through.
I think that's kind of pretty good confirmation of a micro slip range. I might try shorting 29.
Are you certain?
I'm pretty certain, yeah.
Okay. See if buyers are giving up. It almost looks like they are giving up a little bit.
I'm gonna try it. Short 28.75 filled. Move my stop up a little bit because I think I can have tight risk on this.
All of the bad contentment. The storm of contentment is on the horizon. You know
Neither side's doing shit, which I don't like.
patience is virtue.
Here, sellers pushing a little bit. There they are.
Took that there.
You got it?
Yeah, I got 5 ticks.
Are
Nailed
you
the
up
bottom
today?
on that.
Nice,
No,
good
I
job.
think I'm still down a little bit.
Oh, you got in trouble earlier when I wasn't here?
I think you were here. I took a stop trying to go long earlier.
Oh, that was with Yuki, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yuki was definitely here, but I thought you were in the room. I might be mistaken.
I didn't think I heard you talking.
Ability is so much like the animals.
Sellers are pushing it.
Hearing the crickets chirping, knowing that they also fight for their survival. Becoming the
My Might be a continuation. Let's see if they can pull up. Yep.
Not making one mistake. Being content with all the training and practice, like Blue Angel, who is new to the team. Imagine all of the contentment they must have.
There's that. You know why they're fucking reclaiming, dude? Is they give up.
Yeah.
They push really hard on one side, and then they just give up at the bottom of the push. That's why it's snapping back.
Yeah.
Before you know it, your scalps will add up. You're a conservative trader. All you want to do is conservatively chip at things. Just conservatively hitting, you see matter.
Buyer's hitting.
Being so
Again.
patient and intense.
I'm a little bit more hesitant on shorts here because we're compressing on the upper half of a range.
Sellers hitting. They're fighting each other. Buyers are hitting again. Buyers have been digging the fuck in.
But if you could imagine
Yeah, that's
the
what it kind
bottom
of looks like on the.
This
on the
flat
freezer.
area, they're like aggressively trying.
imagine the day of celebration, you finally are funded.
And then now sellers are kind of being more aggressive in the middle of this
Conversations you'll have
deal. But the selling comes in these very impulsive waves, and then
fat cats,
now they're being steady.
survivability.
Now they're being really steady about it. Let's see if buyers kick in.
You'll be so proud of how much it floundered. How you finally
Oh, I think there's a bit of a.
out of the sideways equity.
Yeah, I see what you're looking at, Miller. I'm seeing the same thing.
Consistently profitable. This is your rite of passage as a trader.
They're defending the fuck out of this range, which makes me long biased.
Seeing the holographic images of all the traders around you.
But then again, buyers could just give up and it'll fucking slip on nothing. It's kind of like a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation.
You've chosen this path.
Slaps.
It's difficult. Your MO is obsessed with dominating, figuring out this game. You enjoy it not for the money, but for the challenge. You have great satisfaction in being able to.
I'm gonna try a long at 26 if it gets there,
And as you get
just for a
better
play of this slip range.
with ease, being content with scaling down during high volatility, understanding that you need at least 5 attempts.
2650 filled.
This is what keeps you alive.
A little too quick, but it's still valid.
Survivability is the most important thing.
Yeah, I took a stop there. I was too quick on that entry.
Making the most on a trade. It is about surviving and stacking conservative trades.
Yeah, I think you got the break out of it sadly.
Yeah, it happens.
Maybe not, but very unpredictable right now.
Because it works. You know you are faster than the steamroller.
How do you feel about this one? Are you okay with that? Or
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I think it was a good attempt, but my execute. I know what the problem is. My execution is just a little too fast. You know.
we didn't have one green bar on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, step back a little bit. Just stand up and stretch really fast.
You try the Wim Hof with him.
Yeah. Do you want to do Wim Hof for 3 minutes, and I'll set a timer.
Yeah, it could be a good idea.
All right. I'm gonna start my timer, and then I'm just gonna minimize my screen. I'm gonna mute my mic too.
Yep. All right.
Okay, I'm starting.
Yep.
trading is a balancing act like a man on a tightrope, or the Blue Angels flying in a formation. They are riding a thin line. You are starting to find the trader balance that all traders must find. The ability to control aggression and unleash it in the right moments. Only on trades that are completely clear to you. And if you are stopped out, it's only on good trades. It does not mess with you. In fact, what if you could imagine getting live funding on this account? Seeing the day of celebration, slowing down time, and looking at the celebration and looking back into the P&L. Realizing how many days had hit a stop, how many stops you've taken on this account. Realizing that it doesn't matter, knowing that you have the ability to get out of it. Knowing that trading well means losing. Finding the confidence in your ability to get out of it because you have gotten out of it multiple times. Becoming completely desensitized. Feeling the thunderstorm in the distance. Feeling the fire burning inside of your chest. You are a pro athlete. You are the next legend that will trade the entire landscape of trading. You are the next trader who will have books written upon them. You are the next market wizard, feeling the fire burning inside of you, knowing you.
Okay, I'm back.
Pittsburgh.
Knowing that it requires
I think I was like a 17 tick hit or some shit. Just double check. I mean, that was a hot several minutes ago. Yeah, fucking 2700. Down 1900. Fuck, it's just amazing. They get 0 and 15. Just got fucking my ass reamed. I'm not sure where I went wrong on that one.
What this really is about. You are having an awakening, as if you.
So I like that we're accepted into this reclaim. We're kind of leaving the prior range.
You are having a deep awakening of who you are.
I'm feeling pretty confidently long bias, especially with that that range that we were in the morning session, like earlier this morning.
You are a professional trader.
I think if we keep going up, we could
Are they
tear
coming
through
out of
that
this
range.
to push up? They have been alternating. Seems though like they're kind of not as aggressive.
Out. Coming back in to this field. Hearing the wind. Feeling the drops of rain touching your skin. There is a new holographic trader standing in front of you. It is the future version of yourself. This is the seventh. Imagine what he looks like. Keeping your eyes closed.
Man, I was almost the target too.
Telepathically.
We can't focus on that. We're
This
up
version of
740.
yourself has been trying to tell you.
That's the problem, is like certain environments, if you're not Sellers are actively stepping in.
You understand what that message is. Feeling your heart pouring out.
The problem with like where we were trading, I mean, those are 5-point rotations. It's just like if you're on the wrong side of it, you're gonna get fucked hard,
As if there
hard
was
and fast.
knowing what this truly is.
Sellers are stepping in yet again.
It's never about the money. It's about becoming the best version of yourself.
See if they can set up a micro range here for me to play
Now they're
with.
kind of giving up.
Being the model version of yourself. Being the best version
I'm gonna try long 36 for this micro range.
patient version of yourself.
If they can
All
get
of these
there.
aspects pour into your life outside of the trading room.
Buyers are stepping
It
in.
is long
Hey,
36.
Chronic, are you back there?
Yeah, can you hear me? I'm not sure if you can hear me. Oh. Sorry, I've been talking this whole fucking time. I just realized my mic is muted.
Oh yeah, that was pretty long. I was wondering
That's
what's
fair,
going on.
dude. I placed a long trade at 36.25. Took a 1 tick loss on it. Basically just a play of this little micro range.
Yeah.
Picked up a tick. It's a fucking rough environment because, like, it's so easy to get fucking whacked, but trying to get anything to work is very difficult, at least for me.
Breathing out through the mouth. Feeling the relaxation
See if sellers step in.
as you breathe out.
They ain't here.
Breathing in, taking
Yeah.
in new energy through the nose.
Buyers aren't even doing fuck all either.
This also looks like a block of liquidity.
Relaxation. Closing your eyes. Seeing the
Just it's so goddamn tight.
brainstorm clouds all around you
Man.
through the nose.
Craig, maybe you can watch the messages, please.
Sure. Oops, that's not what I meant to do.
Feeling the cool air moving across your body.
Range favor on the reversal. Okay, I
Look
see
at
what you're
that
saying.
fucking dump. That dump went on nothing.
Around you in a ghost form. As if they are holographic images. All in a peaceful pose. As if they are meditating with you. Everyone is sitting around
All the way back in.
like window angels. Moving to a place of visual rehearsals. Blue Angels flies, top performance. Mistakes can be catastrophic.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about, Miller. I didn't see it at the time, though. I was trying to go long up there.
What did he post?
He's just talking about the reversal that just took place. It was a good call on his end. I didn't see the reversal. I just saw a continuation.
Son of a bitch, I'm not even fucking streaming. Oh, so when they slip range like that, it's gonna reverse? Is that what it is?
Yeah, if they put in a big move and then slip range like that, which has been playing out most of the day. Kind of looks like we're re-racking.
This is rotating quite a bit.
Finding gratitude within. Accomplish so much. Large amounts of achievements are not reflected in P&L.
That almost looks like a battering ram. Like the fact that we broke the range up, tested the reclaim, and then failed back down makes me think that they want to
It
break
does,
low.
but this is don't even go. Like breakouts are fucking suicidal in this environment.
Yeah, unless you have
It's just
range
not
favor.
working.
Get back into this field, hearing the thunder in the distance,
Fires are fucking aggressive right here.
hearing the crickets,
Let's see,
feeling the wind blowing,
they can get it.
feeling the wind blowing on your face.
I got a 1 lot for 3 ticks.
Holographic images of all the other traders, tapping into a place of deep gratitude. What if you could take
Back in.
a moment?
It's pretty